Hey, shalom, shalom. Anak na waha ay bar yasha Allah walakim la thum. Call shabawai baracha wa kaksho. Yahweh Bahashim Yahusha. Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahusha to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nechamathum Qayanayam Hashemayim Korab. Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Qayanayam la Yahweh Bahashim Yahusha. Bashim Cha HaKodash. Wa Mashana Kabadim Zakwayim Nawa. Wa Malakim Shor Yeshal Hazakwayim Cha Gadawa. Wa Chasa Wa Shalamam. Wa Barakim Lahabachai Shah Kavashala Shalamam. All right, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahashim, in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. So this is a meme or a screenshot, and it says people discuss it after learning that there are human ingredients in bread. All right, and it doesn't just stop at bread. They starting to or they've been doing this. They'll come out and say, hey, it's human parts, inside like different burgers and these mass-produced restaurants like McDonald's and such. Just mass-produced food. And even the regular food. The scriptures say that we will eat our bread defiled, roughly paraphrasing. But I'm gonna continue on. It says there's a potentially gruesome detail about bread which is being shared on social media. It could change the way you look at food forever. People are only just realizing the loaves of bread bought in supermarkets could contain traces of human hair. All right, and this is just what Esau does on the left-hand side, He has power on the left-hand side to do different rituals, satanic type stuff, But let's get some precepts. Let's go to Salah. This is Yachazak Allah, also Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Yasha Allah eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. All right, and this says two things, It says, the children of Israel are driven amongst the heathen. All right, as the Bible reiterates time and time again, and it also says defiled bread. All right, and defiled bread goes into, let's go into what this is in Hebrew. It says, defiled, which should be tamah. It says ethically, religiously, ritually polluted. It's polluted. It's unclean, according to law. And then the shit is just plain disgusting, like they're putting, it says impure, unclean, in a moral sense, polluted of name. You see, and it's polluted in a moral sense because who in their mind think to eat a thing like pork? Pork, they can't sweat out toxins, and it's just plain disgusting. You see, they eat their own shit. Who in their right mind think to eat another human? This is why it's undefiled and it's adverse to the scriptures. We're driven. We're under the rulership of the so-called white man, the Edomites. You see, and the scriptures say that he is adverse to everything that the Lord does. You see, and that's why we're eating our bread defiled. You see, but let's get another precept. Let's go to Qayanayam, also Lamentations chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 9. You see, because they're doing this on the left hand side, because they try to come with that the problem reaction solution, order ab KO. You see, they're getting the people used to or accustomed to these defiled acts. So therefore, when it's all out chaos, they're more susceptible or they're more willing to take the charagma because they see what's going on. All the chaos is ensuing. You see, you can have those that's amongst that chaos, and you can have those that they just want a way out. You see, so the ones that just want a way out, they're gonna be more willing to take the charagma. And then Esau has his several different ways. Really, ultimately, it's the Lord on the left hand side bringing forth prophecy. But it's gonna be several different ways that people take the charagma. You see, but food is gonna be one of the main things. Because a lot of times people, like the Snickers commercial, you're not yourself when you're hungry or hangry or whatever. But it's Qayanayam, not Ecclesiastes, Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. You see, and the Lord said in various different parts of the scriptures, He's bringing the sword, famine, death, destruction, and great confusion. Roughly paraphrasing. You see, so these are some of the main things that's going to be taken 2/3 in these heathen out. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. You see, because the sword is something quick, simple, For these pound away stricken through want of the fruits of the field. When you go into the word want, or want means to lack. They're gonna pine away by lacking food. You see, that's gonna be a slow, painful death. You see, it says the hands of pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. All right, and this happened back in them days, but it's gonna happen again. You see, and people are gonna be accustomed to this. It says to boil, cook, bake, roast, ripen, grow, ripe. To boil, cook, to grow ripe. So basically to cook, which it comes from the Hebrew word bashar. You see, but this is what's going to be happening in these latter times. You see, because we're coming up into the times of a great famine. You see, so Lord's will that was edifying. Qayanayam la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. Hey, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that told me this truth and rule well. And much respect to you brothers out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. How you want to wab? Racha Rab, Bashar Ma'at, which is more spirit, less flesh. Shalom.